Hey guys, hey, it's Hippokittie here today. Today we're doing a concert review, and venue review all at the same time. So let's get into it. Alright, so the concert I went to was 3teeth with a couple of opening bands. Now, as we all know, I love 3teeth. 3teeth was doing really well. Uh, they had a smaller stage than that I've seen them at before, but they were working with it. They were interacting with the crowd. They talked about how they almost got into a bus accident, which I'm glad they didn't. That they were okay and they made it through. So that's good stuff to have with that. Uh, Now, as for the two opening bands, they weren't too bad. Let me actually go pull up the names real quick because I have to make sure I had that. It was Three Teeth with Lights Out America, I think. No, it was a Street Sex and Tristan Isolate. Now, Three Teeth was not the final band. I thought they were going to be, but they ended pretty early if they were. So, I don't know. I didn't stay past Three Teeth. Um, I didn't stay much longer at all. I stayed like maybe a couple more minutes that I left. Now, here is some photos and a video right here of the performance. My camera I had was just my cell phone, so it didn't turn out the best with the look. And the video I have to silence because the video quality isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but oh my God, the audio quality is terrible. It might have been because of the venue being so small and how close to the stage I was. Now, Tooth's mom was there with me, and it was pretty cool. Now, let's talk about the venue. The venue was a place called the Rebel Lounge out here in Phoenix. Now, the venue itself was relatively small, not a bad thing. It's great for small shows or big shows or anything. It's good to have the big group of people there and be able to get so close to the stage and see the performance instead of have to watch it with binoculars. Um, the place was pretty clean for the most part. The bartending staff was very friendly. The drinks were really overpriced. Like, I would not recommend drinking anything while you're there. And I'm pretty sure they were aware of it because they actually put out like jugs of water for free, where you just put water into a cup yourself and you're good. So I'm pretty sure they were aware of how overpriced the drinks were. Um, the bathrooms were small, clean but small, and there was virtually no privacy going on in there. So, but that wasn't bad. It's whatever. And then let's talk about the sound system. Sound system was great. They have above them like rafters and everything like that, which was great. It bounced the sound back up to us. It didn't have too much reverb or anything like that. That would be too much and overpower the actual sound of the songs. I think part of that has to do with the sound guy adjusting things as they went, which he was doing a great job. Uh, you could hear everything that was going on the stage, even on like the patio outside, which was great. Um, Now it was a bit more muffled out there, which is also good because that means they properly soundproof it. So that's good. Now the staff, like the security staff, there was two security people I talked to that were relatively friendly, and they were making sure they were doing their job. I watched them like carry somebody out because they were too drunk. um, but there was one security guy. Like when me and Toothless Mom like pulled up, we were looking for parking, so we stopped in the alley, and he came up to us and was being rude as all hell. He was like, "Oh, are you guys performing tonight? Well, then you can't be here." It's like we don't know. There's no sign stating that it's for the bands to park there. There's no sign stating no parking. There was no directing of where to go, and their regular parking lot was beyond full. We actually ended up having to park down the street just to be able to get in there, but there was no one there to tell us where to park at all. So that was relatively rude. And honestly, if it wasn't for 3teeth being the ones that we rather see, we probably would have just left. We wouldn't have stayed. Like that was beyond rude, and if that's how the staff was gonna be, we were gonna pretty much have a bad night. But it was just the one guy, so we passed it off, and we're like, whatever, we'll still go. Now, overall, I'll give the performance itself 5 out of 5 potatoes. Uh, the band knew what they were doing. It's 3teeth. The opening bands, though, they weren't necessarily my style of industrial or anything like that. Especially Tristan, which I got to meet him. He was pretty friendly and pretty cool. I could appreciate the musicianship and that they were doing what they were supposed to do, and their fan base that was there was thoroughly enjoying it. So I'm assuming they were doing exactly what they were supposed to be doing. So I'll give it that. Now, the Rebel Lounge, I'm gonna give it about 3.5 potatoes. Um, it's not the kind of place that I would go a lot unless there were specifically bands that I wanted to see that were playing there. Like I wouldn't go there to see some local bands that I've never heard before. I wouldn't go there just to hang out and have a drink, nothing like that. Sorry, I'm feeling a little under the weather. All right. So it's not a bad venue, but I've been to way better small venues. Like here in town, there's actually a place called the Yucca Tap Room. Every show I've been there is really cool. The bar itself is not the cleanest, but the shows they put on there are always real good. And I can literally stand right next to the stage too. So I mean, berries. Now, while I'm on the subject of the show, there were a couple people that I ran into in the crowd. One of them was Sam Hain the One, and of course his girl Rogue, and they were really cool. They were really fun to talk to. They were very friendly. Very happy about them. I'm hoping they check this out. Peace, guys. Uh, just just out of curiosity, if they follow through with what they said. I met Mouse from a local band called Sad Mound Kills, which I actually saw a few years ago, back when they had their original singer. They were opening up for Suicidal Tendencies, which Suicidal Tendencies photo is actually in the concert review intro. So it was that show. It was pretty cool, and he was really cool to talk to. So was his girl. I don't remember her name, but I don't think I actually caught her name. She was pretty cool. She apparently does some local music stuff too. So I'm gonna talk to Mouse and see if I can figure that out and find out what she's doing. And then I met a couple other people that like the guy named Jeff, very friendly. He's the one that actually introduced me to Mouse. So that's pretty cool. So altogether, the whole night was a good five potato rating, and it'd be cool. If you haven't seen 3teeth, I would recommend very heavily checking them out. Now, you can listen to pretty much any of their music, and you'll understand what kind of feel they go for and what kind of sound to expect from them because it's very good. It blends perfectly, like the metal and the industrial. And I've stated recently with a few people that they even have like a kind of punk rockish feel to them with the way that their attitude is, the way they sing, what they sing about, as well as how they move around on stage and everything. It makes me think very much of like the rebelliousness that is mostly associated with punk rock and a little bit old thrash metal. But the music doesn't sound like punk rock by itself. Just don't get me wrong there. Um, so yeah, I'm very happy I went. So is Toothless Mom. I got another CD from them, a sticker and patch. I'm gonna put the sticker on my computer case. So, all right. And there's an announcement that I must give. I'm gonna make a separate video talking about it too, but I'm gonna put it in here just in case people want to check out the other video. Uh, one of my books that I wrote and had published is now releasing the second edition. I'm gonna be posting a link down below with the second edition information in it. It is a sci-fi book. The cover is done in a very kiddish cartoon style, which I find I I like the way it looks. So I'm making sure it stays that way because the old one was still cartoonish too. But the book subject matter is not as cartoonish. There are two versions. There is the Kindle version, which is selling for $9.99, and then there is the paperback version, which is selling for $14.99. You can get it from Amazon. Like I said, I'm going to put a posting link down below. Um, if people seem to like it, I'm going to end up seeing if I can get me a couple hardback copies of it and do a giveaway with that. So watch out for that, guys. All right. Well, as always, this is Hippokittie. Remember, always follow your dreams and rock on. Peace, peace, guys. Hey guys, if you guys like the video, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your mother, tell your cat, tell your dog. If you have like a chinchilla, tell your chinchilla. I don't know. Just let me know. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.